We're Jake and Verae Joseph, and we live in Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
And tell us how you found the Alliance.
So we found the Alliance through a good family friend of ours, Jared Gonzalez, and we could not be more grateful for her.
And what were you doing prior to joining us?
Prior to this, I was working in construction, building movie sets.
And I was actually in the medical field, so I was going to school for nursing.
So why did you feel like you should do insurance?
Well, Jara said that she told me that there was a mom that made an extra $500 a week and got to make her own schedule, and so at the time that's what I was looking for, so I'm super grateful she asked me because it led to all of this.
And in the beginning, I didn't feel like I could do it, but I was able to borrow the belief of Noelle Leventovich, and through her conviction and Mike and Noelle's support, I figured it out.
So, what were you making combined income before you joined us?
I would say combined income was probably around $70,000 a year. He made about $60,000 of it. I made about $10,000 of it.
Wow. And you have children, right?
Yes.
How many?
We've got 2 daughters. They're 8 and 6 years old now.
And how long have you been with us?
We're going on our 4th year.
4th year.
Yes, sir.
So how old were you when you got started with us?
So let's see. I was 23 and I'm 26 now. So
Yeah, and I was 22.
Yeah. So
You were 22 when you got started.
Yeah.
What motivated you to want to do something different than what you were doing?
I mean, with our girls, we really wanted control of our time and our money. We knew we only had so much time with them before they got bigger, and we really wanted to know that we were able to do whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted. And when we saw this opportunity, we didn't know we were looking until we found this, and we knew we were home.
So, what do you think you're on track for to make income-wise this year?
So income-wise, as of right now, we're on track to make $257,000 if we have no growth. But I promise you, we're going to have growth.
Yes.
So, do you think you'll break 300 this year?
Yes,
I believe so.
I believe so. Absolutely, 300,000.
So, tell us about the all-expense paid trips that you guys have been on.
So I tell everyone this. In November we were in Aruba. In June we'll be in Cancun, and next year we'll be in Ireland. And we looked at each other in Aruba, and we said, we're gonna have to get used to this because we're gonna live like this the rest of our lives. And I think that says it all. It was
amazing.
I don't know, Alex, I don't know if I can describe it because I think I'm just gonna have to tell people they're gonna have to experience it for themselves.
So, you've got a lot of young people like thinking about this opportunity, getting insurance, 100% commission, like a lot of fear, like should I do this, should I? What would you tell someone that's like thinking, is this real?
I would say, I think Mark Cassetta has said it best, and it describes what we did. Get started, get excited, and don't quit.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I think that's as simple as it's been for us.
So, was it easy? Like when you got started, did you start selling right away, start making money right away?
I was always pretty good in the field. You know, I don't want to say I had a rough start because I didn't feel that way. But I wasn't a top producer right out of the gate. I mean, for us, it was just steadiness, kind of like a stair step. But I mean, for me, it came kind of simple. Him, on the other hand, oh boy.
Tell us about that.
It was some work, you know. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of communication, and it was being coachable. You know, not having a big ego, and really just having faith in what we saw. And what we saw, we knew was big. We saw a huge opportunity, and so we just trusted in Verae and Mike and Noelle and Joseph Dukes.
Yeah, so tell us more about the support that you guys received. Did they just say, hey, go sell for us and call us when you make $100,000?
No.
I mean, how many times did you call Mike in your first home?
I mean, I remember calling Mike like 17 times from the home one time. So it definitely was, the support was there as long as we were willing to reach out and ask for it, because if you don't communicate with people and you don't tell them what you're trying to accomplish, how do they know to reach down and help you? So it was constantly on the phone with Joseph or Mike and Noel, and they were really the ones who would help us with all that.
So when people say, this just looks way too good to be true, can't believe you guys are making this kind of money, what would you say to those naysayers out there?
It is too good to be true.
Come with us. Come see for yourself.
Let's go. Like, this is
Come
awesome.
see for yourself.
This is awesome.
So, what would you recommend someone just getting started? What would you recommend to them getting started?
You know, getting started, really just putting all fears and doubts aside, and again, just taking that step and not looking back, and just get around the people as much as you can in the beginning, definitely, because again, like I said, I leaned on Noel's faith and belief in us, and it's taken us so far. So really, just getting around the people is going to be huge.
Snap, you both sell.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. And you've never sold anything before? Like, you were...
I mean, according to Andy Albright, we're selling every day, just from when we were upside down, butt naked, trying to sell the doctor that we were alive, breathing. But I mean, really, of what we knew, no.
Well, Verae married you, so you closed that sale.
Yeah, I guess. You could say that.
So do you have any thoughts of encouragement for people just jumping in? What would you... Last thoughts?
I would just say have faith. Like, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains, and just have faith in the people that are telling you it works, and you know, just live through that faith, ask for help, and just keep a positive mental attitude, you know, because there's going to be times when you're feeling down and you're feeling like I can't do it, but borrow people's faith, reach out, ask for help, and I agree with Jake, just get around the people, because that's what's kept us going, for sure.
Just, I mean, I could say just go all in. You don't want to look back in a year's time and think, wow, if only I had done this, I would be here. You don't want that feeling, so just go all out.
So, if someone had an opportunity to get around people live, see the agents, or come to a major event, what would you recommend for those folks that are kind of should I or shouldn't I?
I would say just go. What do you have to lose?
Right. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Really, when you think
Yeah,
about it, what's
like-
the worst thing? What's the worst thing that can happen, and what's the best thing that can happen?
Just
Well, I would say you guys are making about 60,000 or 70,000 up to probably 300,000
yeah, it's been
in
amazing.
about 4 years.
Yeah, well, this is the beginning of our 4th year, so yeah.
Fourth year. So it's kind of like your senior year, like in college.
You can say that.
You're on track to make you the greatest year. Man, I can't wait till you guys start getting a master's degree in insurance, because
Us too.
We're like 5th grade graduation right now. We've got a long way to go.
So tell us about this special event that we're having here in this bourbon place.
Oh my gosh. So Mike and Noel had this awesome event. I'm so grateful that they put this on for us as a team. Just being able to get out here, get around the people, just that halfway point between NatCon and family reunion. This place is amazing though. They did a contest, and it was a qualifying contest. Agents that had sold 15,000 in the last 6 weeks, and helped get one new agent contracted, licensed and contracted, ready to sell. So, I mean, I would just say fight for these, because you can't get this anywhere else. And to be hanging out with such a small group and just like doing life like this is something that you don't get to experience. So if they're going to give you the opportunity to do it, why would you not go out and try to get it?
We met the grandson of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
What's his name? Steve Beam?
Steve Beam.
7th grandson? Is that right? I don't know.
So one thing I've always meant to ask, have you seen positive benefits in your girls, in your kids, because you're in this business and surrounding yourself with all the people that you can hang out with?
You know, I see Emily Katz, and I see all the Levitovic's kids, and I have we seen it? Yes. You know, we've seen them be able to spend time with Mike and Noel and Joseph Dukes, and you know they're still young, but I'm 100% positive that their lives are going to be shaped completely different by being around them.
I mean, it's just changed. It changes the way that I look at myself as a mom, the things that I'm able to do, just the role models, the positive women that we have here. I mean, I want the marriage that these people have. I want to be the mom like Noelle is, and it's just made, it's changed me. And so yeah, absolutely, I think it's made a total impact on our kids.
I think for me, this business is about control of your time and money. You can spend time with your girls whenever you want, right? You don't have to ask about something. It's also about the independence.
What was that?
It's also about the independence that you have.
Oh.
The independence.
I mean, no one, we can go on a trip and we don't have to get a call from someone asking us, hey, when are you going to be back? We schedule our time with our girls, and if we wanted to, you know, we can extend that, you know, like that, and not have to stress about money and or time. And it's changed the way that we can forever, that we'll be able to spend our time with our girls.
I like what he said though, scheduled time. Scheduled work time, scheduled play time.
Thank you so much. You guys rock.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, and Jenny. Love you guys.